Hello and welcome back. We have another daily pod. So we're 2 for 2 so far on the, I guess we'll call it like the daily dose, I guess. We'll go with that. So today we're going to be talking about a big problem that nobody really talks about on social media. And as a coach, I catch myself, um, saying this over and over and over again or having the same discussion. And it is something that you definitely need to know before you start your journey. So I hope that you guys find this helpful. And we're going to be talking about the secret to feeling fulfilled along your journey. Okay. So let's preface it with this. Have you ever followed a diet, consistently worked out, and you got results? Like you got good results, or even you just started seeing some changes, feeling your clothes fit better, but you still felt like it was never enough. Like the song in The Greatest Showman, never enough. And that's the only singing you're going to get out of me. Okay. But now that that's stuck in your head, we can go watch Greatest Showman after this. But that's how it feels. It feels like it's never enough no matter what you do. You never feel like you've accomplished anything. You feel like there's always more that you need to be doing. And this is a vicious cycle that can lead us down some really bad rabbit holes. This is where people go off the rails with nutrition. Like they start nitpicking every single freaking ingredient. They start working out 6, 7 days a week, running themselves into the ground, and their mental health just gets trashed. Okay, so the cause is usually due to false or lack of expectations, not practicing gratitude, and lacking perspective. So let's dive into those three things. First, the false slash lack of expectations. Okay, so it really helps to know what is good enough. What is your metric? What are you chasing? Okay, so is that a certain body fat percentage or level of body fat or BMI, something like that, where it's like you want to see a specific number? Or lean muscle. Maybe your goal is to keep building lean muscle. Um, in that case, like more is better when it comes to lean muscle. You can never really have enough for most people in a natural setting without any enhanced drugs. And for the average person, chasing more muscle is never really a bad thing. Um, More energy. Like, do you want to feel more energized? But when it comes to something like that, what do you measure? Like, you got to know what you're going after. So if your goal is, oh, I just want to feel more energized, then it's like, okay, what comes of that? What comes from feeling more energy? Are you able to go on like a run during the week? If so, how many runs can you go on? And what is a good number for you? Or you have the energy to do more things with your kids. Awesome. So, how many times are you going to be with your kids? Or is there a specific event you're looking forward to having enough energy for, like a vacation where you're not dead all vacation? You feel like you actually have the ability to be present. So, if you can check that box and say, I did that, awesome. But just chasing more energy isn't really a good expectation or goal, because when you do have more energy, you don't feel more energized because you don't have that comparison. You don't have that, oh, I felt like shit and really lousy like a week or two ago, and now I feel amazing. It's, oh, this has been my new norm for like going on 6, 7 months now. And it's just how I normally feel day to day. The only time that you don't feel it is when you have like a bad night of sleep or you eat like crap and you're like, ooh, this is how I used to feel. I don't want that anymore. Right. And then the other thing is better blood work. So if you go into your doctor and it's like they wanted to bring X, Y, and Z down, did it come down? That's a really good goal to strive for. So it's like, let's say you want to bring your cholesterol down. So you say, okay, you know what? I'm going to exercise more. I'm going to control for my calorie intake and I'm going to increase my fiber, because those are going to have a very good impact on something like cholesterol, for example, because fiber is very, very helpful with that. So you run your program, go to the doctor 6 to 12 months later, get your labs again. And if it improved, awesome. You hit your expectation, you hit your goal. That's awesome. So blood work can be a very good one as well. Okay. And it also helps to understand your real why. Like, what is the reason that you are chasing the goal that you're chasing? So are you just trying to look and feel better? Is it an overall confidence thing? Because if that's the case, then cool. Chase that looking and feeling better, but make sure that you have those metrics that prove it to you, because you're not going to see your results in the mirror one day and be like, holy crap, I look freaking fantastic. No, you're going to look back on a picture from like 1, 2 years ago and be like, oh my God, that used to be me. You're not going to just like wake up and see it. Okay. So you got to have some sort of way to gauge that. And another good way too that I use with clients is keeping body measurements. So like hips, waist, neck, things like that around like the trunk area, the bottle of our body, that area can help a ton. Or just having some clothes that used to be tight that are loose now, and then keeping, so let's say you were an XL and it was pretty snug on you. And then a couple months later, wow, the XL is like a dress on me now and it's wavy. Awesome. Go down to a large or whatever that tight fitting is. And if you want to lose more, then try and go from like a large to a medium and so on and so forth. Things like that can help too. Or let's say it's you want to run around with your kids. Like that's a really good motivator. That's a really good thing to chase. Now, that is a actual why. It's not, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds. Cool. Why? Well, I want to lose 20 pounds because I want to take some pressure off my joints. Okay. Why? Well, I want to feel less pain when I run around with my kids. Boom, there you go. So you actually want to run around with your kids, but it takes that next level thinking of, okay, this is what I actually want. And then another really good one is being here longer. So being around for the things that matter most is huge. Okay. There is no harm in just saying, hey, I want to be healthy and I want to be here. That's more than enough. That's like what we call our health span. It's not just living to 100, it's also being able to be present at 100, not just sitting in a chair melting away. It's, hey, I'm actually like cognitively here. I'm running around, I'm walking around, I'm independent really late into my life. That's a huge goal and a huge why that will serve you very, very well and fuel your journey. So, next, on to gratitude. Let's just get this out of the way right now. It is a learned skill. Now, if you want proof of this, real quick, I want you to think right now of 3 annoying bad things that happened today. Ready, set, go. Okay, you probably thought of 3 really annoying things real quick. Maybe it was happening right now in the car where it's like, well, this asshole cut me off. My car wouldn't start and my coffee spilled. Oh my God. So it's really quick and easy to think of the bad stuff, right? Now think of 3 good things that happened today. I'll keep waiting. Kind of hard, right? Okay. It is a skill that takes practice. You need to actively say, you know what? I'm going down this rabbit hole of all the things that are going wrong. I need to start thinking of the things that are going right. So sit down with your thoughts or a journal or something and just jot down one thing that went well today, whether it be you had a better start to your morning than normal, like you hit a couple extra green lights. I don't know, your kid was acting like I don't know what the word would be, but they were behaving the whole morning, or they did you a favor and they actually cleaned their room for the first time in 2 months. Like that's a big win. Let's celebrate that. Now, how does that relate to like a fitness journey? Okay. Learning how to say, you know what, I lifted 5 more pounds today, not just expecting it, because that's what happens a lot. We expect good things to happen. And when they don't, bang, we remember the bad things. But don't expect really good things to happen. Appreciate them when they do. So if you lift 5 more pounds, awesome. If you do 1 more rep, that's incredible. Okay. If back to the t-shirt analogy or t-shirt example, like if you feel a little bit looser in your shirt and that's an effort that you were trying to make to get to that goal, appreciate the hell out of it. You're working hard. Call it out. Make sure that you get the positive reinforcement too. Okay. Because unfortunately, a lot of this stuff goes against the hustle culture. It goes against that belief that, hey, you have to push harder, harder, do more, do more. And guess what? You got to hate yourself the whole way. Okay, that's a bunch of bullshit. It's one way to achieve the goal, but it's the way that leaves you feeling like absolute crap. It's like the classic cliche of the millionaire that's miserable because his wife and kids left him and he actually hates his life because he's got no work balance and all that. Why would you want to achieve something if it takes feeling like absolute garbage? And it isn't the only way. So just know that if you want to achieve your goals when it comes to fitness, when it comes to health, you can do it in a positive way. And there's many examples of it. I've got a bunch of clients right now that are experiencing it for the first time, and it's incredible. Just know it's possible. And then next is perspective. This is a very powerful one, and it's probably the easiest one when it comes to feeling fulfilled and understanding really how far you've come. Because when you can look back and say, wow, I started in such a different place, it helps you to be like, wow, yeah, I actually have done a lot. So think about it. Like right now, just take 2 seconds and think, before I started focusing on my nutrition, before I started working out, how did I feel? What was my normal day like? How much more stressed was I? How much less energy did I have? How easy was it breaking promises to myself over and over and over again? And now, how different are you? Like now you're somebody who keeps their promises. You show up to your workouts. You fuel yourself so you actually feel good. You actually are this person, this new identity that you wouldn't have recognized 3, 6 months ago, 2, 3 years ago. All right. And then what does the future look like now that you're on the trajectory that you're on? Are you moving closer to your goals? Are you in a better place health wise? Are you on the path? If so, that's awesome. Take a second to appreciate that you're going to be in a really good spot. You're going places. So enjoy that. All right. Now, just some closing notes to wrap this all up. First off, just know what enough is. Figure out what exactly you're chasing. And now, when you start the journey, you might not know what that is, like what enough is, but along the way, just keep that in your head. What is actually enough for me and for what I'm chasing? And understand that. And if you need some help with that, sign up for a strategy call. That's what I do. So if you guys want to just like have a professional to talk to about stuff like this, I'm always here for you. And then if you are doing enough, you will reach your goals regardless of how you feel. Whether you feel great, whether you feel like shit, it does not matter. If you are doing the actions that are going to get you to your goal, you will get there, feelings aside. Okay, so choose the good feelings. And last but not least, develop the muscle of gratitude. If you're going to be working out your body, you got to keep working out your mind as well. Build that muscle and flex it as often as you possibly can. All right. Now, that's it for today. Only thing I will ask of you is if you found this helpful and you know somebody who needs to hear it, just please send it their way. And as a thank you, I have freebies for you. So there is the ultimate guide to get fit over 40, free 3-step solution to get you going in the right direction. All you have to do is go down to the description or the show notes, click away and download your copy today. It's got a bunch of free workouts in there, free recipes, high protein recipes, and they're all so damn good. And it actually has all the MyFitnessPal information that you can scan. So it's really easy to enter in your macros too. Second is the Fit 40 family. If you are not already in the Fit 40 family Facebook group, get your butt in there. We're running a challenge right now on killing cravings. We have monthly challenges all the time. I'm always in there helping you guys out. A lot of good stuff going on in that group. So get your butt in there. And then last but not least, if you want to take it to that next level, that's what the Fit 40 Kickstart is for. So if you want to learn all the strategies like the mindset stuff we talked about today, as well as getting the perfect workout program and making sure that you're eating in a way that supports your goals. And it's basically the closest thing to a guarantee you can get as far as reaching the goals that you want to reach. That's what the Fit 40 Kickstart is for. If you're interested in that, just go ahead. Again, the link is in the show notes, the description. Click away, get all the information that you need. And that is that. So thank you again for making it all the way through. I will see you all tomorrow. But until then, go kick some ass. I will see you later.